Hello. Welcome to my meditation. I've committed to meditating every day, and I decided to do it live here on YouTube to invite you to come along and meditate with me. There's a power in meditating together. It's actually easier meditating together. Even if you're watching the replay, we're still meditating together because time's not real. But I'm meditating for myself, right? Because my psychic work, my reading work is a meditation in itself, but I'm doing that for other people, getting into that state for other people. And I find that I need to do it for myself too, to get my guidance and for my nervous system and all of that kind of thing. And so that's what I'm doing here. So this is an awareness meditation for our well-being. We're not trying to clear our mind, but a clearer mind might happen as a result of it. And what we're trying to do is remain present. So we've got three minds. We've got the conscious mind, and that is the mind that we have control over. So we can focus on something, we can think something through. We do that with our conscious mind. So we're trying to remain present with that conscious mind. We also have the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind prattles on in the background. It's got a narrative. It's negative biased. It's there to protect us, to remind us not to eat that poison mushroom, and to be careful and perhaps resolve that issue with that person, or we'll get thrown out of the tribe. And if we're thrown out of the tribe, then we won't have any food or shelter. It thinks very basically like that, right? Or run away from that tiger, that kind of thing. It's not as helpful as perhaps it was a few hundred years ago to us. And so it's good to be able to recognize the subconscious mind. So the subconscious mind is going to try and distract you. And what we're trying to do is remain present with the conscious mind. Notice when the thoughts come along with the subconscious mind, and just either let them go or name it, thought, and remain present. Now, if you do find that you've drifted off along with those thoughts, once you wake up from that, just bring yourself back. No telling yourself off or berating yourself. Just be gentle with yourself. We don't want to fight the subconscious mind. You wouldn't last very long if you didn't have a subconscious mind. It serves a purpose, but we do need to put it in its place too. And we also have a superconscious mind as well. The superconscious mind is the higher self mind, the universal mind, and we can tap into that when we meditate. Now, you'll find that when you're not very deep in the meditation, you're easily distractible. You're more open to the subconscious mind. When you get really deep into a meditation, then the superconscious mind can kick in. It's not going to do it every time, but that is the intuitive thoughts, the inspired kind of thoughts. Those, if we follow those and if we act on those, then really magical things can happen in our lives. And so that's one of the few things, one of the many things, I should say, that benefits that we get from meditation. It also helps our nervous system, as physically, mentally, emotionally, and all of that. So we're remaining present in this meditation, in the conscious mind, noticing when the distractions come along, be them noises outside, sensations in our body, or thoughts, either subconscious or superconscious, and you might like to try and decipher between the two. They do tend to come along at different times, and they do tend to feel different. So let's do it. We'll start off with, and just to let you know, I'm going to be going for about half an hour here, and then directly afterwards I'm going live for a members only channeled show, so I'll be pulling cards out. If you'd like to come along to that, you'll need to click that join button down there toward the end of this meditation. So let's settle our nervous system first by taking some deep breaths. If we start off from a relaxed place, our nervous system relaxed, then we hit the ground running with the meditation. It's so much easier to get deeper faster. Taking another deep breath in. Letting go of your day or those things that you think you should be doing instead of meditating. Another deep breath in. And letting it all go. Now join me in moving our consciousness around our bodies just to see if there's any tension or holding, so that we can relax that nervous system even more. and to start us off with that clear focus as well and control over our conscious mind. So starting off in the left toes, moving up the arch of the foot on the left foot into the heel, moving from the heel to the front of the ankle, and then from the ankle up the leg, the shin, the calf to the knee, relaxing as we go from the knee to the hip, and then feeling the femur relax within the hip socket there, and moving around to the glute, so feeling whatever the glute is sitting or resting on if you're laying down, and then feel that muscle melt away and relax, being supported by whatever it's resting on. Moving across to the right glute now, doing the same thing with the right glute, feeling what it's resting on, letting that muscle melt and relax and be supported. Moving into the right hip, feeling the femur relax within that hip socket. We don't need to hold on to anything here. Moving down from the hip, through the thigh to the knee. And from the knee down the calf and the shin to the ankle, then around to the heel, down the arch of the foot and to the toes, and then out. Going into the left fingers now, and then around the palm of the left hand, down the thumb, back up the thumb, and then to the wrist. Feel free to move any area of your body if you do find some tension there. Sometimes it's more easily released by moving it. Moving up the forearm, all those little muscles, relaxing all of those muscles to the elbow. And from the left elbow, up the bicep, the tricep, to the left shoulder, and relaxing the left shoulder down and away from the ear. And moving across the back of the shoulders to the right shoulder, moving that down away from the ear, relaxing it down. Moving from the right shoulder down the bicep and the tricep to the elbow, and down all of those little muscles of the forearm, relaxing as you go to the right wrist, and down the thumb, back up the thumb again, and circles around the palm, and then out through the right fingers. Taking a deep breath in now, expand your belly out all as far as it can go. And then as you let that go, letting all the tension in your belly go too. Another deep breath, this time into the chest and the upper back. Expand it, make it as big as you can. And then releasing, relaxing it all as you let that breath out. Starting at the base of the spine now, moving up the spine very slowly. You might like to extend your spine, raise your head up, lengthen your body. As you move your consciousness up the spine, when you get to the neck, just moving your right ear to your right shoulder. And then the left ear to the left shoulder. And then looking over your right shoulder, an exaggerated no movement, and over your left shoulder. And then down, chin down, looking toward your belly button. And then up, looking toward the sky. And then bringing your head to a rest so that your neck is relaxed and your head's balanced easily. Moving up from the neck to the jaw, feeling the jaw relax. Placing your tongue on the roof of your mouth gently. Moving up through your cheeks, relaxing your cheeks to your eyes, feeling the eyeballs relax back into the eye sockets and down. Moving up to the eyebrows, moving them slightly apart, relaxing them down. Through the forehead to the scalp. Feeling the scalp relax and the ears move down ever so slightly toward the shoulders. Now moving the consciousness, your focus, to the center of your forehead, the third eye. And this is where we're going to keep our focus in order to remain present. Distractions, they will come along, and if you just name them, it can help you to remain present. And if you do find that you go along with those distractions, as soon as you wake up from that, just bring yourself gently back. We're accepting these distractions as a part of the human condition. You wouldn't last very long if we didn't have those. If you weren't interested in sounds that are around you, then you'll likely get run over by something. If we didn't have a subconscious mind warning us of the dangers, then we're likely to fall into those dangers. So these distractions, they do serve a purpose. We don't need to tell ourselves off for that or feel bad about it. And as we practice this acceptance of the distractions of the human condition, we're also practicing self-love. Being able to do that, take that practice into our daily lives so that we can love ourselves despite the emotions that we're experiencing or the thoughts that we're having. There are so many unhealthy distractions in our modern world now. And it is really the best thing that we can do for ourselves is regular meditation. The practice of bringing ourselves back to consciousness, because there are so many things attracting our attention these days. remember, we're not fighting with our minds on this one. The more we fight, or the more we try and quieten something down, then the more power it has, the more it's going to persist to get our attention. So just listening to that subconscious mind, because it's like a child. If you don't listen to it and acknowledge what it's saying, it's going to keep on saying it. If you acknowledge it and then bring yourself back to the conscious, it's like you're the parent telling it, I hear you, it's okay, I've got this. So gently bringing yourself out of the meditation now, you might like to move your body a little bit, a bit of a stretch. Or feel free to carry on if you want to. Thank you for meditating with me. Let's do it again tomorrow. I'll be here. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and the like button too, and I'll see you tomorrow. If you want to come with me now to the live channel session, I'll be on there in 2 minutes. You can click that join button below to be invited to that.